Since I was a kid, used to DJ junior high dances when I was in junior high and then high school. And then, of course, parties in college. And then I've always done weddings here and there and events, and really started picking it back up again a lot more aggressively the last couple of years. And if you're doing a wedding, you can't go wrong with Dancing Queen. I don't know why, but people go crazy when you play that song. I think it depends, though, on what type of event it is. If it's a club, I have a number of EDM tracks that I'll go to. But yeah, I would say for weddings, Dancing Queen is always a winner. I did an event this summer. It was a Hungarian wedding, and there was a whole half hour's worth of Hungarian traditional Hungarian dances, and I'd never seen anything like that. And it was a pretty awesome party. I didn't know what to expect, and at the end of the night, I was fired up because it was a really good time. It was probably one of the more fun weddings I've ever done. Well, my parents were in a band together, so I've always been a musician and always been around music, and then just making mixtapes in my room, and then like I said, when I got to the age of going to dances and whatnot, a couple times I ended up bringing my record player and vinyl because I was the only one that had set up like that at the time. So it's just something that just kind of happened. I would say I do a lot of cross-genre stuff. I'll adapt to whatever the event is, whether I'm DJing a club or something that's a party where there's a specific type of music that they want, or a reunion of a specific year and you're playing a lot of tracks from whatever the years those people were in high school or whatnot. And then of course weddings. Everybody has there's songs that you always play at weddings, they're pretty standard, but then everybody has their own favorites that you customize a playlist for. I would say just making sure that you're reading the crowd and playing the right music at the right time, and then doing that the whole evening. Ultimately, you want to make sure the bride's happy. The groom too, but especially the bride. I was DJing a pretty conservative wedding this past summer, and these two guys relentlessly kept requesting 2 Chainz. And I finally, after like the 4th time, I'm like, dude, I'm not playing 2 Chainz at this wedding. Sorry. I don't know if that was funny, but it was inappropriate, I guess, for the environment. I can turn it up when I want to, but I kind of try to keep it even keel. Especially at weddings, you have to, I think, keep the flow of the evening, but remember that you are not the star. The bride is the star of the evening. And so I never try to upstage, what is going on with the bride and groom at the wedding, because it's their day. You're just there to contribute to it. And again, make sure that their guests are having fun and the flow of the evening is going smoothly. Not really. It's funny because everybody has their songs we don't want you to play tonight. It seems that the chicken dance always ends up on that list. This wedding I'm doing here tonight, they said absolutely no songs by Bruno Mars. I don't know what that means. They hate Bruno Mars, so I will not be playing any Bruno Mars this evening. I love music, and I like making people happy. Well, my MacBook. My MacBook and my playlist, and then I use Serato DJ Pro, and then that's hooked up to my DJ mixer, and I have a couple different mixers that I use, depending on the event. It's way overplayed, but I would say since I was a kid, my favorite song has always been Bohemian Rhapsody, but especially since the movie came out a couple years ago, it's just so overplayed I really can't listen to it anymore. But if I had to say, probably one of the greatest songs ever put on tape is that one. Don't try to get too complicated. Make sure that you're having the type of event that you can afford, something that people are going to have a good time at, but don't stress it too much. Just don't get too complicated. Make sure you have the basics, a good DJ, good food, a nice venue, and everything else should fall into place. Hi, I'm DJ JT with the Cleveland Music Group. Thanks for listening, and I hope to be DJing one of your events soon. Peace.